I will tell you about how to determine different type of astigmatism from prescription. As you know that in astigmatism, when light rays passing through the eye, they are focused at two different points. On the basis of these 2 points, astigmatism is classified into 5 categories. Number 1 is simple myopic astigmatism. In this astigmatism, the light rays from one meridian of the eye are focused on the retina, and from the other meridian they are focused in front of the retina. This is known as simple myopic astigmatism. Number 2, simple hyperopic astigmatism. In this type of astigmatism, one meridian focuses the light on the retina while the other meridian focuses the light behind the retina. In compound myopic astigmatism, light from both meridians of the eye is focused in front of the retina. In compound hyperopic astigmatism, light from both meridians is focused behind the retina. In mixed astigmatism, light from one meridian is focused in front of the retina, and the light from other meridian is focused behind the retina. As you know that myopia is corrected by concave lenses, and hypermetropia is corrected by convex lenses. So, in the case of simple myopic astigmatism, from one meridian light is focused on the retina. It means that this meridian has no power or plano power, and light from other meridian is focused in one of the retina. It means we will give minus cylinder in this case. So for simple myopic, if we draw an optical cross, one meridian will have minus power, let's say -1, and the other meridian will be plane. Same is the case for simple hyperopic astigmatism, in which one meridian has plus power and other is plane. In compound myopic astigmatism, both meridian focus the light in front of the retina. It means that both meridians has negative power, let's say -1 here and -3 here. And in compound hyperopic, both meridians has plus power. And in mixed astigmatism, one meridian has plus power and the other has minus power. So it means that by drawing the optical cross, we can determine the type of astigmatism. Let's take some examples. Let's take an example. We have a prescription with +1 sphere with -1 cylinder at 90 degree. So if we draw the optical cross of this prescription, we will get +1 at 90, and -1 means this meridian has no power. So this is an example of simple hypermetropic astigmatism. So we can say that for simple hyperopic astigmatism, sphere should be equal to cylinder, and sphere should be positive and cylinder should be negative. Or we can say that only you will see plus cylinder in the prescription. So for simple hyperopic astigmatism, either you will see only plus cylinder at certain axis, or if you see sphere, then sphere and cylinder must be equal, and sphere must be positive and cylinder must be negative. Let's take another example. If we have -3 sphere and plus 3 cylinder at an axis of 180. So first of all, draw optical cross. We get minus power in one meridian and no power on the other meridian. It means it is an example of simple myopic astigmatism. So we can say that for simple myopic astigmatism, cylinder should be equal to sphere, cylinder should be positive, sphere should be negative, or only negative cylinder at certain axis. This will tell you that the given prescription is simple myopic astigmatism. Let's take another example. We have plus 2 sphere and minus 4 cylinder at 90 degree. So first of all, we will draw optical cross. So in this case, one meridian has positive power and another meridian has negative power. It means that it is an example of mixed astigmatism. Or we can say that for mixed astigmatism, cell should be greater than sphere and they both should be of opposite sign. It means that if cylinder is negative, then sphere will be positive, or if cylinder is positive, sphere should be negative. Let's take another example. We have plus 4 with minus 2 at 90. First of all, here is plus 4 and here will be plus 2. It means that both meridians have positive power. It means it is an example of compound hyperopic astigmatism. So we can say that for compound hyperopic astigmatism, cylinder should be less than sphere and cylinder should be of negative sign and sphere should be of positive sign. Or we can say that both meridians have positive power. For example, if you have plus 4 with plus 2 at 180, it means that it is also compound hyperopic astigmatism. Let's take another example. If you have minus 6 sphere with plus 3 sphere cylinder at 90, so in this case we will have minus 6 at 90 and minus 3 at 180. It means that both meridians have negative power. So it is an example of compound myopic astigmatism. So we can say that for compound myopic astigmatism, sphere should be greater than cylinder, sphere should be negative, and cylinder should be positive. Or we can say that both meridians should have negative power. Let's say if I write minus 3 with minus 3 with minus 2 at 90, both meridians have negative power, so it is an example of compound myopic astigmatism. So in summary, we can say that in simple myopic astigmatism, sphere will be equal to cylinder, sphere will be minus and cylinder will be positive, or simply a minus cylinder at certain axis. This shows simple myopic astigmatism. For simple hyperopic astigmatism, again sphere should be equal to cylinder, sphere should be positive and cylinder should be negative, or simply a plus cylinder at certain axis. For compound myopic astigmatism, sphere should be greater than cylinder, sphere should be negative and cylinder should be positive, or both sphere and cylinder should be negative. For compound hyperopic astigmatism, sphere should be greater than cylinder again, sphere should be positive, cylinder should be negative, or both sphere and cylinder should be positive. For mixed astigmatism, cylinder should be greater than sphere, and if cylinder is positive then sphere should be negative, or if sphere is positive then cylinder should be negative.